So here we go with another Bunkai Strategies, and this one is one that I'm asked for all the time. It happens so frequently. People see the start of Heian Sandan, Pinan Sandan, the start of Jion, the reverse version in Jin Kata, and they look at it and they say, what is all that about? And you hear some strange things like there's an upright punch coming in over here and a low punch coming in down there, and you're going to stop them both at the same time. Or you're doing Basai Dai and I'm doing the Pinan Kata and I've got to stop those. No. The likelihood of someone coming in and attacking you with both hands at once, both in a thrusting manner, has got to be rethought, because human beings tend to act 1, 2, and then maybe 3, 4, 5 as well, but they tend to act 1, 2. They don't tend to act with both hands coming out at the same time unless it's a double-handed push or a double-handed grab like this. So what we're going to look at is how we can use that move to really attack a limb. We'll take that big right hook that we're always dealing with, and when that comes in here like this, it exposes the inside of the elbow, which we know to be a very delicate spot. So we take the thumb knuckle and ram through here. Then at the same time this hand's pulling down, and you see that we've already made almost part 1 of the technique. Now I'm just going to slip this arm out while this one comes in, and as this hand points at the floor, this one comes up, takes hold of the limb and pulls. Obviously, because we can't get to the full extent of the movement without wrecking the limb here, I'm going to stop at this position, and you can extrapolate what happens when we come through to here. When that comes in and we can't get hold of the fist, we take hold of the shoulder and dig in here and bring it this way instead, and then we've got a different part if, for instance, we didn't manage to get this fist linked right into our elbow. Now, trying to slow it down and open it up so that you can see what's going on, because this thing happens very tight, very close in. When you look at the Heian or Pinan version, this has come in here like this has gone in here like this has slipped in here like this, and the movement is up to really pull on the limb here and wreck it. When you look at the Jion version and the reverse version in Jin, you'll see that what we do instead is not to stand up, not to pop up, but instead to drop back and down. So obviously the standing up version is a little bit more restrained. It's still a violent movement, but the movement is there to put someone in a position where you could then have a word with them and get them to stop being so silly. The version that you see in the so-called higher kata, Jin and Jion, they're dropping right down, dropping your body weight into what you're doing, keeping the weight forwards but lowering your centre of gravity. And that's when you end up losing shoulders and elbows. So it's a common technique. You also see it, of course, in Chinte, but what we're looking at there is something that we can easily use here. There are, of course, other applications. We use the same thing on the head, but for now, looking at that as a piece of limb destruction, what the Filipino arts refer to as gunting, is a good enough application for us to be working on.